straight to the read because it's a little bit late, but I'm trying to do this quick. So we have the Judgment, and that's in our past. Okay, and we'll go over it again. The High Priest is the present. The Emperor is the hidden influences at work. The Swords is what's is the obstacles we're gonna overcome, and that's the Seven of Swords. And then we have the Queen of Swords, which is the attitudes of other people. The Ten of Swords, which is what you should do, and the outcome, which is the Four of Wands. Okay, so we're gonna go through each one now, and then okay. So in the past, Judgment's coming in for your past because it's like a rebirth. Okay, so it's basically like a death and rebirth has happened, right? So it's probably maybe talking about just like an old chapter of your life, right? And now you're in like a new chapter. And then what's interesting about this side, I'll go into it, is that they're all major arcanas. Okay, so what I mean by that, it's like your past, your present, and the influences at work. They're all like major arcana, so they're all sort of life-changing, okay? Where the rest of these cards, they're not kind of like how do you say, they're not well, they're more like day to day, but this is like what's been ordained, or like sort of what's happening, like what's destined, what's fate, right? So because they're coming out as major arcanas, that's why, right? So then you're coming out as like a high priest, or there is a high priest, right, at the present moment, right? So it's probably not you, right? It probably is some person in your life. Hold on a second. Yeah, it's probably like, I don't know. It's probably someone, it's like a wise, capable advisor, but somehow, I think back in the day, religion was tied into, like I'd say, into work, like into like, into the economy, right? So back in the day, like a pope would be, that's what this card sort of represents. It's like, the highest of the high, right? So it's like in the present, you're either in this pope position, like exactly, like I'd say that you got, you're in an admin position, so you're in a, like, in a high position of authority, right? Or someone else is coming in like of high position of authority, right? And that's sort of like the hidden influences at work. So there's like an emperor, like, so I think this is what I'm getting, right? They're like of high honor and of ambition and of achievement, right? So they're bosses, so yeah, so someone, I don't know, like, because I don't know what's going on in your life, right? So only you'll be able to decode this. It's like either someone's working on behalf of you, like behind the scenes, right? Or like you are this person, this is like the hidden influences at work. Like it could be like something to do with you being authoritarian, at work. I don't know. But I think it's more, there's like I think it's more that there's someone that's like maybe behind the scenes, or making things work, right? And then we have the Seven of Swords, which is um, the obstacles. So it's like lies and betrayal, I believe. And I don't know, like, let's see the card. Let's see what it's saying to me. Well, it looks like there's a moon in there, right? So, like, usually that's when lies and deceits and stuff happen, is like when they're hidden, right? It's like hidden stuff. But to me, that's maybe saying it's coming to light, right? So, and whatever, the truth speaks for itself. So, like, if anything, look, that's what's actually speaking to me about this card right now, is the fact that you have that sword in the middle, which is like, the Ace of Swords, like truth and clarity, right? And it's breaking that mysticism, with the moon. It's gonna, the truth is, will be come out, or, or things will speak for themselves, right? So that I wouldn't say worry, I wouldn't say that this card is to worry about anything, because like I said, right, like even in our last read, it's like proof is in the pudding. Like, obviously you get stuff done. I wanted to say shit, but I don't know, I don't want to offend you. Yeah, you get shit done. So you know what I mean, like, I think that's the bottom line. So like what anyone has to say doesn't even matter, right? So it's like the truth is out there, right? And then here, let's see. The Queen of Swords, that's what I was saying anyways, but let's see the position. So the position is oh yeah, okay. The Queen of Swords is like other people. Um I guess, I don't know, maybe making judgments, using words, who knows. But they're, because that's the position it's in. That's what I want to say. Like, because normally, like, was what I was getting from this read was that, like, without the positions that I was going through, is that, like, that was you, right? That's what I was thinking. I'm like, you're just cutting out all the friggin' shit, and like, who cares, right? All that stuff doesn't matter. Like, whatever is happening, the only thing that matters is like your peace, like your luxury, like your nice hair, like the nature, like everything. That's just like, look at the butterfly. So it's like a transformed person, like so calm, right? So that's what I was getting from, regardless of the positions of the cards. I was getting this is like more you. So who cares about like everybody else in their swords? Like, see, you're holding that sword of truth too, right? And then so Ten of Swords is like the ultimate, like, that's it, right? So you had like, so somehow I would say that there was a battle, like not even like a physical battle, because that's just like just silly, right? So that's why these swords, they just represent like um the end of a battle, right? So if you want to think of the end of a battle, there's always like someone who is stronger, right? I can't, nobody knows like which is better, and sometimes I don't know if the person who wins is always best, but there's always like a winner and a loser. And I think, I'm not trying to, like, I'm just, this is what I'm getting from the cards. It's like, so you're the winner, right? And especially with this the Wands card, for Wands, it's like happy um home, right? So let me just double check, but it's just I want to see the placements for it. One second. Yeah. So it's like that's the outcome. It's like your prosperity. That's what it is. And yeah, that's what that card was. The placement of that card was the outcome. So it's like, there you go. It's all your, it's all your happy everything. So you're happily ever after. I mean, obviously that changes throughout life. So whatever is your happily ever after now is not going to be your happily ever after in like 10 years from now, but that represents, like, you're doing good, and never mind all um whatever struggles you had in the past. That's just to remind you of what's good in the future, right? And then let me see. I never did find out what that placement was. Did I? So, oh, right. So yeah, that's what other people. That's the position of other people we were saying in this horseshoe spread, and then this was what you should do. Was like end things, right? But I was reading it intuitively, so I think that's what I believe. It's just like, this is like, there's a new beginning. What I said in like my first YouTube video, my first and only published um, public one. You see, like, those people, some people can come and some people can't. That's what I was saying, right? So you had to say many goodbyes. It's true, right? You had to say many goodbyes. But that's okay. So, and then, when people don't like to, nobody likes change, and nobody, it's just like, I don't know, everybody, you know how it is, right? So, even you had to put yourself, I remember, like, probably before you accepted VP, you were saying how, oops, my hands are shaking. You were saying how, there was things that you'll have to adjust to, right? So, because you're going to be in a different role. And like, I forgot what it was. It was probably about eating lunch, or I don't know. Anyway, so it doesn't even matter. It was just like things that you definitely had to change after you accepted like your new role, right? Your new chapter in life. This is like the past. So you turned over like a whole new chapter, right? So anyways, I hope I don't know if that's exactly what you were, but that totally makes me think of you like on a throne, like with nature, like happy, like so positive, and just looking great, and like luxurious. And oh, and actually, the polka dots, I didn't even realize, like, she's wearing there's polka dots there. That means like fun, right? And then there's a butterfly also for the transformation, which is like what was said about this judgment card, right? So, yeah, I hope you have a great week ahead. Bye, Rach.